welcome back. So instead of Friday favorites today, I wanted to do a different video since I just posted my yearly favorites and I don't want to do favorites. So recently Colourpop came out with new pressed eyeshadows. They launched them in the Steele collection, which I believe launched the beginning of January. I wanted to do a look using this palette because, I mean, pressed shadows from Colourpop, yes please. Everyone knows and loves the Colourpop traditional eyeshadow formula. The Super Shock shadows, the press, they're super creamy, but they haven't come out with press pan shadows yet. Now they're releasing a bunch of singles, which I believe those are on their way to me. So when those arrive, I will do a full video swatching them and do some looks with those shadows because everyone loves a good affordable shadow. But this was released with Steele. So the collection is called Weekend Warrior. This is the palette, retails for $18 and it has 4 different shades in it. So I thought I would create a look using some Colourpop products from the collection. Like she has some lip products as well, which I'll swatch and show those. I'm not going to do a voiceover, I'm going to talk through the video because I'm interested and curious to see how these products work. So let's just go ahead and get started and see what look we come up with. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. I'm just using Erase Paste from Benefit. I forgot to bring in an eyeshadow primer, so I'm just going to use this to start with. I'm just going to use a translucent powder from this IT Cosmetics palette to just set my lids. Alright, real quick, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with this Anastasia's Brow Wiz in Taupe. I'm going to use this Maybelline Brow Precise Volumizer Thinger. Talked about this in my yearly favorites. I love it. Put a little bit of Benefit Highbrow. Okay, let's go ahead and go in with this palette. So it has this like light color and it looks like it's a satin finish, like light shade. So I might go in with this color under my brow bone. I wish this kind of had like a mirror, but I mean, you can't get everything for $18. That's a nice like subtle sheen to it. Okay, then I'm going to take this matte gray shade right here. Ooh, that's super pretty and pigmented. It's pretty pigmented. I mean, this color builds really well. I've kind of been waiting for Colourpop to come out with pressed eyeshadows. I thought that they've constantly been expanding their collection since they launched, and so I was like, when are they going to come out with these pressed eyeshadows in pans? And here we go. So I'm excited to try the other colors. I love the color selection here, like it's those muted shades, and I really like that. I mean, and this is building beautifully and blending out really well. It's nice and pigmented. So I can't wait to see what they do with like some more concentrated like shimmery shades, because most of these are very subdued matte shades. Wow, that's super buttery, and it really has like, it applies really nicely to the eye, and what I love about it is it builds up and it builds nicely on top of itself. So I'm really impressed so far. This gives me a lot of hope. I think their single eyeshadows are going to be $5 a pan, which is a great price. These are performing really, really well. I will leave a little update also in the description box as to how they wore throughout the day if you're curious for that. Okay, let's take this. There's like a matte teal, but then there's this dusty matte purple shade right here. Ooh, that's super pigmented. I'm just going to use it on a flat sort of, or eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to pat it all over my lid, and then I'm going to kind of take it a little bit more on a fluffier brush and really smoke it out on the lid, because I want just kind of like a dusty matte look. So we're going to, ooh, that's really pigmented. Really pigmented. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna lay it both on both eyes. I mean, I went in hard. I should have used way less shadow because I don't know if I wanted this smoky of a look. I'm gonna take that original shade that we had that matte shade on, and I'm just gonna kind of go over that and really try and diffuse that a little bit. Mixed together, it almost turns like, oh! That's what happens when you forget you had eyeshadow on your fingers from finger swatches. Hello. Almost turns into this like smoky, purpley bluish shade, sort of like a slate blue on the eyes. It's really, really pretty, but they're very, very, very pigmented. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of this shade right here. I wonder if it says the shade names. Okay, Throttle, Harley, Burnout, and Chopper. So I think it's Throttle, Harley, Burnout, and Chopper. Take a little bit of that shade and kind of diffuse this a little bit. I'm just gonna put it right there, and then we're gonna blend it in a little bit more so I can diffuse that line. Okay, I'm gonna give my lashes a quick curl, and since I've been using that Rodan & Fields Lash Boost, my lashes have gotten so long. I'm gonna use this Jessie's Girl liquid liner. I really wanted to do like a thin line because I just don't want it to be too much on top. Okay, on the top lashes, I'm going to use this Maybelline mascara. This is the Lash Sensational Luscious. It's one of my favorites. Okay, I'm going to go in and use this Milk Makeup. This was sent to me, but I'm not affiliated or sponsored because I know there's a lot going around with this particular product. But I wanted to try it. It's a blur stick, so I guess it's supposed to give you like a flawless finish. I don't know, I'm just going to go ahead and give it a try on my face before I put on my foundation. I'm just using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I always use this. It's like my go-to. You only need a tiny little drop to cover your entire face. So I'm just going to kind of dot that all over. I'm using a little bit of MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. The tiniest pin drop. That's all you need. I mean, look how much that gives you to cover under your eyes. It's super pigmented, so you don't really need very much. Like a half a pump. Okay, now I'm going to use this purple shade again, and I'm going to go under my eyes, but then I think I'm going to add in a little bit of the green just so that we can use all the colors in the palette. First I'm going to go with the purple. And then now I'm going to take a little bit of this green shade and just do it on the outer portion. Ooh, that's so pretty. I love that color. Colourpop does have a great nude eyeliner, which is called Honey Dude, I believe, but I couldn't find it, so I'm going to use my one from NARS. Just to kind of brighten up the look, I'm going to put a nude in the waterline. This is MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash for my lower lashes. I'm going to use NARS Laguna Bronzer. Contour a little bit, blend that out. Just going to use this brush to kind of blend it all in. Alright, for blush, I'm going to use this birthday suit blush from Colourpop, and I recently got these from Flower Beauty in the mail, and I want to try these brushes. You can find them at Walmart, so I was like, hey. So I'm just going to kind of dig that in. This is like a light pink color, which I think will go, because this is a pretty cool toned eyeshadow look, so I wanted to use a little bit of a cool tone blush. Alright, and then I'm going to use this highlighter from Colourpop. This is in Flexitarian. This is super duper beautiful, really, really nice and pigmented. So I'm just going to kind of put that right on top with my finger and blend it in. I'm also going to put it just right here and a little bit on the tip of my nose. And I'm going to pop a little bit of this in the inner corner. So let me show you the lip colors that came in this Amanda Steele collection. You have this is an ultra matte lip in Champs, which is a beautiful purple shade. And if I was going for the full purple look, I would use this one. But I think I'm going to use this color Jiffy because it's a really pretty neutral, and it's the Ultra Satin, which is one of my favorite formulas from the Colourpop lip collection. And then they have a glossy lip, which is a pink with these really beautiful golden shimmer in it. So I might put a little bit of this on top with this. Let me swatch these all for you so that you can see what they look like. This first one is Champs. It's such a pretty deeper purple shade. And then we have Jiffy, which is a beautiful like neutral pink, which is the one I'm gonna wear. And then this lip gloss again is in Hack, and it's just this gorgeous color, pink color. Maybe I won't put that on top because it's a little bit more coral. Maybe I will, we'll see. So I'm gonna start off with, I'm gonna use this lip liner in Bound from Colourpop. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's like one of the first ones I ever tried. Okay, then I'm going to go in with Jiffy. I really like the way that this eyeshadow look. It's a really pretty dusty purple. I love the pop of this teal color on the bottom lash line. It was really pigmented, and it's so dark that it doesn't add like too much. It's not too bright where it's like, whoa, she's wearing teal, but it's so deep and like rich, but it's just a different contrast than having brown or black or even the purple on the bottom lash line. So I really like the way the look turned out. I was pretty impressed with the shadows, so I cannot wait to try the full collection. If you guys have any favorites in the Colourpop collection that you'd like to see into a pressed shadow, I want to see them press Thirsty Girl, because I want to see that in a pressed shadow. Just with like minus a little bit of the glitter, but like more in like a sheen. Thirsty Girl in a pressed shadow. That's like the one shadow I'd like to see. Really quickly before we go, I wanted to show the 3 Super Shock shadows that she came out with, Amanda Steele and Colourpop came out with in this particular collection. This first one is called Ignition, and it's like a beautiful lavender, bright, like shimmery purple shade. I almost was going to use this on the lid, but I really liked how the sort of like matte smoky look came out, but that shade is beautiful. It has a ton of different like silver, I even see like teal reflex and lavender reflex glitter in it. Then there's this really fun teal blue shade. This is in Hydroplane, and this has like purple glitter in it as well as teal. So it has those purple reflux in it. There's that shade. Oh, that's super pretty in person. You can see like all the really fun purple reflex. And then the last color is this like light pink, and it has these bright pink gold reflex in it. And this one is called Steele. This one is more, I would say more sheer with But yeah, this is definitely more sheer because like the pastel base, the glitter kind of shifts around in it. But those are the 3 Super Shock shadows. But I think what the most exciting part is the pressed shadow. This collection was sent to me, so when I opened it up, I was like, oh, pressed shadows. Woo! I was so excited. So like I said, I will have a full video on all of the pressed eyeshadows coming soon, but I really was inspired by this collection because I loved the dusty shades in it, so I wanted to create a look and just kind of see how the eyeshadows performed. So it got me really excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.